Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi, and welcome to That's English.
How are you today, Annabelle?
Very well, thank you, Ashley. And how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Are you tired this morning? Tired. Cansado.
Well, yes, I am.
Really? Well, what time do you get up in the mornings?
At 8 o'clock. And what time do you get up, Annabelle?
I get up at 7:30.
7:30? Wow.
Yes, 7:30, Ashley. Or you can say 7:30. But I always say 7:30. Bueno, vamos con el documental de hoy. Veremos a la familia Johnson hablar de sus rutinas diarias.
Look at this question. Do they all have lunch at home? And now the documentary. And remember, no te preocupes si no entiendes todo. Es normal.
I'm a dentist. I start work at 8:30 in the morning and finish at 6. I always walk to work, and usually I have breakfast in a cafe.
I get up at 8 o'clock and have a shower. I never eat breakfast. I know that's not good. I go to school at 8:30 and I usually walk with my friend Samantha, but sometimes I cycle.
I start work at 9 o'clock in the morning, so I get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, have a shower, have breakfast, usually just a coffee and some toast, and I leave the house at 8 o'clock. I go to work by tube, and I listen to music when I'm on the tube.
I get up at 8 o'clock on Mondays, Tuesdays and Fridays. On Wednesdays and Thursdays I don't have classes, so I get up at about 10:30 or 11 o'clock.
I have lunch at 12:30. I have it at work, usually just a sandwich. I hardly ever go out for lunch.
I have lunch around 1 o'clock. I usually have a sandwich at work, but sometimes I have lunch in a restaurant with my friends.
I have lunch at 12:30. My friends and I usually go to the school cafeteria. It's not great, but it's okay.
I have lunch in the university cafeteria at about 1 o'clock. Sometimes I have lunch in a cafe with my friends. Sorry.
We usually get in around 6 o'clock. We have dinner at 7:30. I cook dinner.
Well, not always. I mean, I cook sometimes.
Yes, you are really good. He hardly ever cooks.
Anyway, on Tuesdays and Thursdays we have dinner at, 6:30? Because I play football at 8. What?
Nothing.
In the evenings I study. At the weekends I go out clubbing. I go to bed at 2 or 3 in the morning.
I come home at about 6 o'clock and do my homework before we have dinner. After dinner, I usually surf the internet and then I go to bed at about 10:30.
Qué majos son todos, no?
Yes. And now the question.
Do they all have lunch at home?
I have lunch at 12:30. I have it at work.
I usually have a sandwich at work, but sometimes I have lunch in a restaurant.
My friends and I usually go to the school cafeteria.
I have lunch in the university cafeteria.
So the answer is no. They don't have lunch at home.
They have dinner at 7:30 and at 6:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Qué temprano. British people have dinner very early. Early. Temprano.
Yes. In Britain, we have dinner early. What time do you have dinner, Annabelle?
I usually have dinner at 7:30. And you, Ashley?
Well, sometimes at 7 o'clock and on Saturdays at 8 o'clock.
And now, same language, different lives.
Vamos a ver cómo pasan los sábados y los domingos personas de diferentes países de habla inglesa.
A typical Saturday.
Or a typical Sunday. Watch.
On a Saturday morning, I like to go to the market because that's when they have the best fresh fruit and vegetables.
That's the day I do my shopping.
I love to shop for fresh fish and fresh vegetables.
Every Saturday, we'll wake up and have a big breakfast, go out for the day, maybe shopping, and normally for dinner it will be a barbecue.
Go out and enjoy the California sunshine.
Sunday for me is a relaxing day.
Sunday morning, I like to read the newspapers in bed.
Sunday morning for me is church. It's about 2 hours in church, lots of singing, lots of dancing, good times.
We wake up a little bit later, read the paper and have a nice big cup of coffee.
We get up for breakfast, listen to some music, and go to church with my family.
What time do you get up on a typical Saturday morning, Ashley?
Me, I get up at about 9 o'clock. Well, 10 o'clock maybe. I play football, and then at lunchtime I go to the pub with my friends.
So you go to the pub at lunchtime?
Of course, we have lunch. And a beer. Una cerveza. A beer. Y ahora vamos a viajar en el tiempo.
Sí. ¿Por qué no vemos un telediario de 1859? News from the past. First, some new words.
Bell.
Clock.
Big.
London. And now the question.
Do Mr. and Mrs. Brown live near the new clock? ¿Viven cerca del reloj? Una vez más, no te preocupes si no entiendes todo.
Good evening. This is the news at 6 o'clock on Tuesday, the 31st of May, 1859. This is an important day for the people of London. London has a big new clock. Our reporter, Leonora Jacobs, is by the clock. Leonora?
Good evening. This is the new clock. Magnificent, eh? This is John Brown, and this is his wife, Janet Brown. Mr. and Mrs. Brown, do you live near the clock?
No, we don't.
No, but my husband works near the clock.
Yes, I work near Big Ben.
Big Ben? Who's Big Ben? Oh, that's the name of the clock. The name of the clock? Why Big Ben?
Because it's very big.
But why Big Ben?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Why Ben?
Because I don't know.
And this is the clock's bell. It's enormous. Now, listen. Now, it's amazing. What do you think about the new clock?
It's fantastic.
It's beautiful. Is it an important monument for Britain? I don't know. It's a clock.
I don't know.
Thank you, Leonora Jacobs.
And now the question. Do they live near the new clock?
Do you live near the clock?
No, we don't.
No, but my husband works near the clock.
They don't live near the clock. They like the clock.
What do you think of Big Ben, Annabelle?
Oh, I love it. And of course, por supuesto, it is an important monument. It's a symbol, un símbolo, a symbol of London and of Britain. En nuestra sección Traditional Britain, Modern Britain, vamos a hablar de la bebida nacional de Gran Bretaña, el té, Britain's national drink, tea.
Sí, vamos a ver cómo se hace una taza de té. How to make a cup of tea. First, some new words.
This is a cup. This is a tea bag. This is a teapot. This is sugar. This is milk. This is water. And this is a kettle. To boil water. Se utiliza para hervir agua. To boil water.
And now the question.
What does the woman put in the cup first? Tea or milk?
¿Qué pone esta señora en la taza primero? ¿Té o leche? What does the woman put in the cup first? Tea or milk?
How to make a perfect cup of tea. Boil some water. Warm the teapot. Put the tea in the teapot. One per person and one extra. Cover. Leave for 3 minutes. Put milk into the cups. Add sugar. Pour the tea into the cups. Drink and enjoy. In Britain, the traditional time for drinking tea was in the afternoon. Today, some people continue the tradition of formal afternoon tea. They drink tea and they eat sandwiches and cakes. But they also drink tea at all times of the day, not only in the afternoon. Some people drink tea with lunch. Some people drink tea after dinner. Some people drink tea before going to bed. Some people drink tea when they get up. Some people drink tea before they get up. For British people, tea is a magical drink.
Cup of tea.
So, what does the woman put in the cup first? Tea or milk?
Watch again.
Put milk into the cups.
The answer is milk.
What do you put in the cup first, Annabelle?
Milk. And you, Ashley?
Tea.
Tea. What do you put in the cup first, Nathan? Milk or tea?
Milk.
Well, that's all for now.
See you in the next That's English programme.
Bye.
Time for a nice cup of tea, I think.
Yes, but milk first.